to need tears approval, huh? I think you already have that. No?
That's it. From now, we are competitors, not friends.
On fait une rénovation totale. On va se concentrer un peu plus sur le bar, tout en gardant la cuisine raffinée. Et on va l'appeler chez la bouffe. Les frères Cos n'ont qu'à bien se tenir. Vous m'excusez, je vais voir ce que nous jette le chef pour ce soir. Bon, ils sont tous arrivés et ils sont affamés.
J'espère que ça va leur plaire.
Oui.
Au cidre, c'est un plat de Normandie.
Je pensais qu'on s'était mis d'accord qu'on ne faisait pas de cuisine normande.
Ah, c'est juste un plat, un hommage à mes racines.
Évitons les tripes, je t'en prie.
Wow, that's a statement. It's Rangard. What's the point? Ooh, tacky. Got it. Cool. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. I'm gonna have a wonderful, romantic weekend with a nice, handsome single man who I like a lot.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 30. Looking for space. It's Estrada. Then behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bond. Fires to the wideout. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Line lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield?
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick release by the QB. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Estrada. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Between the uprights, it's good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And now they... the backfield for the two-point try. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. From the gun, bringing the heat. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
No, you're supposed to spray it, not drink it.
Well, that explains the taste.
May I give a tutorial to your staff on how to present the product?
By all means, I will leave you to your...
Out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback. Even if he slips, something happens. But nice job just creating some space, running the football, springing it loose. I will take it. I didn't think it was going to go that far, but I'll take it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're testing the right side here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this is better here.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Catches it to 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The give to the back. There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bond. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Bond. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
I was trying to promote the Ramoa piece. Yeah, and you dragged a 3rd client into this. What happened with Mathieu? It didn't work out.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He rifles one deep to the left. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing. Football, they're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. And he's got a touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Snaps it in the shotgun. Moving out of the pocket. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bringing it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Power football with the run. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Time timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity let a bigger workout if they don't convert. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He's looking to throw. He's in there. It's good. And how about that to end the half? Touchdown on the final play and the 2-point conversion for good measure. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Well, that was, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Back to throw, it's Waddle. Pocket breaking down. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll go to the counter. Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Finds his target down the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Look looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming.
Here we go. Hey, travel. Okay, ready?
They want to throw it. Escapes the sack. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it, fired complete. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. DB's right up on the receiver.